Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? You're just here back on my channel. We're back to reaction to From. This is season 2, episode 6. Pass the duchy to the left-hand side, because I definitely got that title wrong, so apologies for that. But regardless, I'm still excited for it because I feel like the drama is really starting to ramp up now, especially with the return of Sarah to town. As if dealing with these monsters wasn't enough, now we got to deal with Sarah once more. But we did see Kenny have a bit of an outburst last episode, which was very un-Kenny-like of him, very uncharacteristic, because usually he's very cool, calm, and collected, but honestly, I can't even blame him, because if that was me, I probably would have done much worse for what Sarah did previously. But also, one of those scenes that I previously mentioned, I feel like they started to blossom a little bit, where that one shaved head douchebag, he actually had an interaction with the monsters. He started melting them off a little bit, but then they turned away. They're like, all right, we'll see you around. So I feel like he's going to see them around a lot sooner than he thinks. But if you guys want to see my full reactions to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below, or subscribe to the channel. Now's a very good time. Click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
I'm not really sure where to start. I want you to know that my decision about Sarah, I believe in my heart, is for the good of everyone in this town.
Yeah, he's got some explaining to do here.
What she took from you, from Kenny, it doesn't matter why she did it.
Put her in the box.
I need to do whatever I can to get these people home. To get you and Kenny home.
What are you doing here?
Come on, Kenny.
Huh? What are you doing here?
Just talking.
Thanks for your time.
They'll figure it out. I can't have those two at odds right now.
Sarah! We...
Oh no. That's never a good sign. Horror movie. Anything you watch. Okay. I don't know how, but things just got weirder. Oh!
What?
It's those damn worms.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, thanks.
There we go, Kenny. Just don't give them worms.
That's the last of the potatoes.
How is that guy still alive?
Some of this back.
It's ready to go?
Yeah.
He's gonna be killed off at some point. The fact that he's such a side character, but they've shown him enough. Always talking smack to Trouble in Paradise. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's everything.
You guys gonna be alright?
Yeah, we got this.
Trust them. They work well together. Package, rehab.
Hey, have you seen... What is this?
So she probably started struggling after she went missing.
I was looking for a hair clip. When did you start using it again?
I'm back on the death
Say it
kick.
like that. I'm not...
Did she possibly overdose?
This is because I disappeared. It was because of a lot of things. Look, I was gonna tell you, I just... No, don't do that.
Just checking.
Listen, we have a very limited supply of medication here. What we have is vital. I can't risk anything going missing. This doesn't have to be a big deal.
Okay, so she already knew all about her.
Stop, so we can just do it here.
Stop panicking like I'm some junkie who's gonna like...
You are, though.
You know, this is why I didn't tell you. Did you take anything from here?
Yes.
There's just a little bit of morphine so I could even myself out of it. That's all, okay?
Okay, that's a big thing,
You put it back
though.
in
She
the cabinet.
told
I'm not gonna take anything. Muriel.
You can't go outside, it'll be dark.
Muriel.
Oh, fuck you!
They're doing a good job making her look more strung out, too.
Yeah, I noticed that myself.
You look like you're walking better now, so I'm... you probably got it from here.
Damn it.
What
Like
happened?
half a second later. You're walking fine now. Ah!
Boy!
Music box again. Right in front of that damn shed. Stay away. You already saw the worms in your mouth. Kenny, are you seeing this? There's that little smile too. She knows.
Boyd?
You serious?
Yeah, he's not seeing her.
He cut me here. And then he put his bloody wrist up against my arm and said, my blood is your blood now.
Boyd.
Look, there's nothing I can say that can make this sound logical. I got worms under my skin.
Honestly, if you're in this place,
And
though,
it feels like something like
I would believe
something's
anything.
coming for me now. Hey, promise me that you put an end to things before it goes too far. I don't want to die like Martin died.
Martin. Yeah, I can still see him, but nobody else can. Maybe I'm infected. I swear to God, ballerinas, horror films. No! Perfect match. Don't touch.
You okay?
I'm okay.
Welcome. Ever since that night at the sheriff's station, you just, baby, what's going on?
Something's going on downstairs.
You were sneaking food out of the pantry.
This fucking guy again.
I was taking some extra food out of my backpack and shut up. Whoa, what the hell's going on? They're stealing food.
I have to go.
Go on. Get outside. Go.
What are you doing with that knife?
Get outside. Gail, come on. Please.
Oh!
Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Ellis, I
Put him in the box.
Hold pressure. You're okay. You're gonna be okay. You're okay.
It seems so out of the blue, too.
Some stains you can't wash clean.
This is how we're all gonna end up.
Father Chiatri.
You. These things inside me, whatever they are, they're getting worse.
Sheriff, I knew. Would have never asked for help. Never admitted weakness. You were the most stubborn asshole I have ever met.
Sounds like Boyd.
Things change.
Yes, they do. Not every story gets a happy ending. Mine didn't. Big Shen's didn't.
Game of Thrones.
Abby's didn't.
You're still the worst fucking priest I've ever met.
So maybe imagine a better version next time.
Kind of like this post-mortem friendship.
Who are you talking to?
Nobody, just thinking out loud.
No. Who were you talking to?
Get out of my way.
Oh,
I'm not leaving this room until I know it's safe.
I was talking to
another
Father.
Abby situation.
I know how this looks. I do. But something happened to me out there, and I'm fucking terrified.
Say everything. Ballerina.
You have to keep pressure on it, okay?
Ellis.
We need to get to the clinic.
Can we wait until the morning?
No,
Nobody
we're not.
knows anything? Or they just don't have the supplies?
We're not. Hey, can you help me out here? Come on. We're going. Let's go.
Is this the last we're gonna see of Ellis? He's never been my favorite character, but
Wait, hold on. There's one coming up the hill.
I don't want him to die.
I can't.
Especially since he made up with his father, too. I've actually kind of liked him.
Meet me at the steps.
What?
Meet
Elgin.
me at the steps.
Where are you going?
The way they actually just talk to him. There's no stone. Not today, Grandma.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
Seems further than usual. But we know that the trees move. Man, after all this, he better make it.
You're all right. Put your arm around. Put your arm around. I know. You got it.
Just waiting for a monster to pop up or him to just pass out.
What happened? There was a fight.
Ellis? Hey,
what happened?
Fuck. Oh man, I don't like this.
Okay, for sure.
Having to see his son like that too.
Christy, what's happening?
You
Do
okay?
something. His chest is tensioning. Here, hold this. All right. There's gonna be a lot of blood, okay?
All this from a stabbing too. What are you doing, Elgin? Ah!
Deep breaths, Alice, okay? Relax down for me if you can. We're just gonna let that drain. I can't.
That honestly hurt my gut,
Hey,
my insides.
look at me.
That was gory.
Hey, is he okay? I was able to relieve the pressure in his chest, but he's lost a lot of blood. His heart's trying to compensate, but unless we get him more blood soon, his organs are gonna start to fail.
Boyd will give it.
But we aren't there yet, okay?
The worms, though.
What's going on? We're gonna use Boyd's blood to do a transfusion.
My blood is your
I know
blood
it sounds
now.
Scary, but trust me, it's a very...
Wait. No.
Boyd.
If you use my blood, whatever's inside me is going to go
Transfer.
into him.
Boyd, just take a second and listen to what you're saying.
I'm not
right now.
fucking crazy. We have to find another way.
Boyd, you need to sit down and let Christy do her work.
Holy shit.
Damn it!
They see it.
God, I can see them. Jesus. We need to do this now.
Give it to me.
What?
Transfer it.
Give it to me. You told Christy about the guy in the cave.
Nah, Kenny.
Cut you and press his wound against your cut, right? It probably means that he can pass it on to someone else.
No.
Boyd, what are you doing? Boyd!
Boyd!
I got an idea.
Wait, where are you going?
Has to go somewhere, right?
What the fuck? Give it to Sarah. You gonna give it to the monsters?
Press me.
Or is he like untouchable
here.
with it?
You want to play games?
I want to play game.
I'm right here. You want to play games?
Talk your shit, Boyd.
Well, I'm standing right here. I fucking...
Oh.
Come get me.
Okay, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I don't think he's scared.
My blood is your blood now, motherfucker. Oh! I like this game.
It didn't work. Or it did. Holy shit. And they're all just watching. You still got the head monster.
It's okay. We're okay now.
Victory! That was one hell of a risk. If that backfired, Ellis would have died on the spot too.
Can I tell you a secret?
Of course you can.
I told my mom and dad I wasn't scared, but I am.
I like this. Donna's like, she's got a hard exterior, but we know she's a good person.
My mom told me something when I was about your age. And I think it might have been the smartest thing anyone ever told me. You want to hear it?
Yes.
She said that fear is something that lives inside us. Because without fear, we wouldn't know how to be brave. Oh.
Oh, wow.
I need to ask you something. And I need you to promise me that you won't tell anyone.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any pregnancy tests?
Is that where all the emotions coming from?
We should have listened to you. We should have trusted you.
You didn't believe him.
Has it moved?
No.
Is it dead?
We'll find out soon enough.
Experiment time. Man, that was a quick episode. How long was that? 47 minutes? That one flew by. That felt like a half-hour episode, but there was a lot of action, a lot of stuff that went down that episode. There's some stuff to talk about, but first, all right, guys, that was from season 2, episode 6, Past des Deux, or Past the Dungeon to the left-hand side, and holy shit, this was one hell of an episode. A lot went down. Let's start with the stabbing, because I feel like that's the initial thing that really set things off for this episode. Ellis got freaking stabbed by that one bald dude, and he's still out there. He's still at Colony House. He needs to be taken care of. Next episode, Boyd is going to fucking kill him. He better at least next episode. Put him in the box. If we're not going to put Sarah in the box, somebody needs to go in the box this season. I want to see somebody in the box every damn season, so he's my choice for this season's box candidate, but... yeah, he needs to pay for, obviously, what he did. That was so freaking stupid what he was doing, too. He was like, just waving around the knife like, oh, these new people, they're taking our rations. I saw him take a pair out of his backpack or put into his backpack. Like, dude, never mind new people, old people. If they're at Colony House and you're at Colony House, you're all Colony House now. So yeah, that whole situation was messed up, and you knew right away the second that he picked up the knife and he's just waving it around before he even turned around and stabbed Ellis. You knew somebody was going to get stabbed. And of course, whenever we have a situation like that in a film or TV show, it's always somebody that least deserves it. And of course, Ellis was the one that least deserved it in that moment, because we saw earlier too where Donna was taking all the supplies and all the rations in order to ration, and leaving Fatima and Ellis in charge. And yeah, he was basically going around the place. He was being a good leader. He's like, yeah, you want to put those bells at the front there? You good? Oh, let's cover this one window. You need some help with that? I got you. So he was doing his part. He was stepping up, basically being the leader of Colony House with Donna gone. And this is how they repay him. They freaking stab him in the chest. That one freaking guy, too. I feel like he's always involved in the drama. He's always talking shit. I'm pretty sure Donna has already hit him before, but... yeah, clearly she didn't knock enough sense into him, because look what he did this episode. So I don't know exactly how that's going to play out, if Boyd is just going to freaking kick his ass, if he's going to put him in the box. I think putting him in the box is probably the best choice, but we haven't really seen it brought... well, no, that's not true. We've seen it discussed in regards to Sarah, but we haven't seen it used since the one dude from the very first season, based off what happened in the very first episode of the series. So I definitely want to see the box make a comeback. Let's not just discuss it. Let's just shove him in there. But the way that whole scene played out, where Elgin actually stepped up, man, that was kind of surprising, because he's one of the new guys. The same new people. He was actually the new guy that you were blaming for stealing a fruit or something. He's the one that actually stepped up and saved Ellis, the stab victim, from your stupid choice and your stupid idiotic move of turning around. And why you just wave around a knife like that to begin with? That was just, that whole scene was a mess. That guy has got to go. Just thinking about it now, just replaying it in my head, like seriously, he's got to go. But Elgin stepped up, Fatima stepped up. Obviously, Christy stepped up. Every single time anybody gets injured, Christy steps up. She kind of has to. They really need to start training more people, though. There should be a paramedic on site, or at least somebody in training for each location. So some people, Christy's got to take a few people under her wing, and basically one person from Colony House, one person from the town, and then she stays at the clinic. That way, we have every single location covered at all times whenever there is an emergency, because if something happens to Christy now, basically the entire town's screwed. So she's got to start passing on this knowledge. I forget the name of her partner. It was brought up this episode. I did say it out loud. It was a very weird name, though, too. That's part of the reason why I said it out loud, but I immediately forgot it. So it's going to take me a couple more episodes to remember her name. The one with the drug addiction. She kind of stepped up, too, this episode, but I still don't really trust her, at least while she's got this drug problem going on, because it was also revealed this episode that she wasn't just searching for Christy. That's not the reason why she was on the bus. She was actually on her way to rehab as well, so, or at least she was considering it, but I'm pretty sure that was the big reveal from what Christy found in her bag, but she's trying to lie about it afterwards too. She's like, oh yeah, I've only been doing it a few months, but clearly that wasn't the case. She seems like so strung out now. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of her partner. She just needs to be with Kenny. Never mind her strung out fiance. Get a divorce, call off the wedding, be with Kenny, and man, let's talk about Kenny this episode too, because, well, we'll get there in a second at least. Elgin, Ellis, Fatima, they all arrived at the clinic, and that whole scene, I'm surprised that Christy opened the door so quickly as soon as they arrived. Like, she wasn't even questioning them, like, are you sure you guys aren't monsters? But I guess the monster have never done anything like that before, like pretend to be injured to allow them to be let in. But there's somebody that they mentioned this episode too, Martin. Do we know a Martin? I don't think we've been shown a Martin. I don't remember a Martin, so I was fully expecting a flashback this episode as soon as Boyd said that, where he's like, don't let me end up like Martin. So yeah, unless I'm forgetting something, if I'm forgetting it, let me know in the comments down below, and I apologize, guys, but if we just haven't been seeing it, then obviously don't say anything. It'll be shown in due time, but I'm pretty sure I'm not forgetting anything in regards to that name. So yeah, Martin. I guess that's something to look forward to. Unless, like I said, I'm forgetting it, then in that sense, or if that's the case, let me know in the comments down below. But, all right, so they arrive at the clinic. Christy lets them in, and then Boyd, he's there too. Man, I got teary-eyed there too, seeing his son like that, pretty close to death. And honestly, it was done so well. That shot too, while they were driving there, I'm pretty sure that was like a one shot. Man, that was filmed so well. But once Boyd actually saw him and the state that he was in, like he was having trouble breathing, I was like, are we actually going to lose Ellis here? He's not my favorite character by any means, but ever since he actually made up with his father, I don't know, I kind of came around to him. I stopped calling him Lenny Kravitz, and yeah, I've just been a fan of his. So even though I'm not like a super fan, he's not my favorite character. At least he moved up my likability list. Let's just say that. So I didn't want to see him die, that's for sure. Even when I was calling him Lenny Kravitz, I still didn't want to see him die. So I'm glad that he did survive. That was a pretty gory scene where Christy was saving him. Like, that was pretty intense there. But that whole blood scene, the transfusion, like giving blood, and Kenny stepping up, like actually picking up his gun too. He pointed it at Boyd. He's like, "No, I don't care what's going through your head or going through your blood. What you think you're seeing right now, who you're talking to, like you're doing this to save Ellis." So on that sense, like, yes, he was doing the right thing. Ellis had to be saved regardless because there was nobody else to give their blood there with O negative, I think they said it was. So it kind of had to be done regardless. But then they all saw afterwards the worms actually going through Boyd's body. So I'm glad they finally saw it, and that's when Kenny actually found out he was telling the truth, and he was wrong for that. But still, that was a freaking intense scene. I did not expect that out of Kenny, but I feel like Kenny's kind of been going off the rails a little bit, even earlier this episode too, where this damn ballerina, but Boyd was at the cafe there. He was talking to Kenny's mom, and then Kenny walked in. He's like, "What are you doing? Get out of here right now." So that was another intense scene, but obviously Kenny's just pissed off right now. Sarah's back. She should be dead. She should be thrown in that damn box, and we didn't even see her this episode, but when Boyd went back to the church earlier on this episode, that's when everything was pretty much cleared out. None of the pews were there. And I guess that's just when he faded, though, too. It was like a vision. That's when we started to see the ballerina spinning and stuff, too. And the worms coming out of the mouth. That was freaking weird. But speaking of transfusion scenes, never mind Boyd's blood going to Ellis's. The main one we need to talk about is My Blood Is Your Blood Now, bitch, or motherfucker, where he actually transferred it to the monster. And that whole scene was super intense, too. I was like, Boyd, what are you doing here? Are we going to see the last of Boyd? Because when he first walked out there, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to go well. And I was even questioning it multiple times. I'm like, what is his plan? His plan is not working. Oh, his plan is working. Oh, wait, it's not working. Oh, wait, it is working. So I was going back and forth while that scene was playing out. But yeah, that was one hell of a risk, because if he would have died there would have been no blood at all to give Ellis, regardless of worms or not. So thank God he did come, and that did come through, and he came through clutch there with this plan, because he sliced the one dude's neck, the main monster that we've been seeing going back to season 1. I'm pretty sure he's on the poster for season 2 also. He slit his throat, and then that's when he delivered that line, "My blood is your blood now, motherfucker." He jabbed his hand to his throat, transferred the blood, and at first I was like, it's not working. He's like, "Oh, I like this game. We can play this game." So I was like, fuck, it didn't work. Boyd, get back inside, run back inside now. But shortly after that, he saw the smile go away. He's like, wait, what is happening here? And then started compulsing, then he went to the ground, and then the other monsters, they didn't just jump on Boyd, even after the fact that he transferred the worms to him. They're all just so morbidly curious by what just took place there. So they're looking over the monster that went down, the main smiling guy. They're like, oh fuck. And then they just scatter. They don't even try to pick him up. They don't even try to help him. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna go back that way now. So Boyd ran back inside. It actually worked for the time being. And as of right now, his body was just left laying there for the main monster. So We don't know exactly what he's going to do with him, but I guess they're going to take him because we don't even know if he's still alive, but we're about to find out next episode. So, yeah, I can't freaking wait. This was a great episode, a lot of action. That whole freaking driving to save Ellis sequence, man, that was so intense. Freaking loved it. We also got some actually sweet moments this episode too, with one of my personal favorites being the moment with Ethan and Donna where they're actually talking in the basement there. It's like, can I tell you a secret? I lied to my parents. I told them that I actually like it here, but I want to go home. I want this quest to be over. And she's just like, yeah, can I tell you a secret too? I'm a little bit afraid too. So I thought that was a very nice moment. Then when he gave her the hug there, I'm like, God damn it, you guys trying to make me tear up before we call it wraps for the day, before the episode ends. But yeah, that's one of the things I love about this series, where yes, we have monsters, we have scary stuff happening, we have freaking weird stuff happening, like ballerinas just appearing out of the blue and worms coming out of their mouth. But at the same time, we also have a community that's kind of forced together, almost like The Walking Dead, where it's something super bad. We don't know what the fuck is going on with the world, where people are forced to come together in order for a greater purpose, in order to survive, and yeah, just to protect one another, to have each other's backs. So it's moments like that where these type of shows, I just absolutely love them. So I thought that was a very nice moment, a very sweet moment that I actually really appreciated. And it was a moment between two characters that we didn't really see before too. We see them interact, but more or less with other people around, but that was just a one-on-one moment. So I thought that was very nice, very sweet. And obviously he still has a mom. Ethan and Tabitha is there, but she could play like a grandma role. And I was saying it too during the episode. Yes, Donna has like a tough exterior, a hard shell, but I feel like she has a heart as well. One of my favorite characters. But yeah, I think that's just about it for me in this episode, guys. As always, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me,